this lesson, I will be doing adjectives in first grade. The standard that I chose is W1.10F, and that is using common occurring adjectives when writing. So first in this lesson, I will first make sure that they know what an adjective is before I have them write adjectives in a sentence. So first, I will ask them what a definition of an adjective is, and they may not know it, and that's okay. I'll provide it for them. So the definition I would provide that I shown on the page is to describe a noun. So a noun is a person, place, and thing, and I would really make sure that they knew what a noun was. Such as big, small, fluffy, spiky, and smooth, and those are just examples of adjectives that I would give them when describing dinosaurs, which that we will discuss more in the video, which dinosaurs is our topic, so they will have to come up with adjectives to describe dinosaurs. So as I mentioned, our topic is dinosaurs in first grade, and first I would pose the question, let's think of adjectives to describe dinosaurs to get their brain thinking about certain adjectives. So the first one that I would really bring up to them is the size. So kind of thinking about different sizes of dinosaurs, so either tall, big, fat, thin, skinny. Then the next one is texture, especially for dinosaurs, or feeling if they don't know what the texture is. So like I provided in the last video, it's like scaly, spiky, smooth to describe the dinosaur. And then the last one is the color, and that's the biggest one that they will probably be able to know. And that's your red, blue, green, any other colors that you can think of when describing the dinosaurs. As mentioned before in the previous picture, I went over the different adjectives. So in the previous, I had them think of the adjective, so I really had them think about the size, the color, and the texture. In other words, the feeling. This is just a chart that I saw online to help students to really understand adjectives, and I would also provide this chart. I just wrote down a couple things. So the first column is appearance, and there might not be a lot of adjectives that they could use for describing dinosaurs, but one might be very beautiful to them or muscular. The next is the personality. There's two columns, which is positive and negative. One of the positive personalities that they could describe a dinosaur is kind, or they think it's a silly dinosaur. And then the negative personality, which they could really use this adjective when describing a dinosaur, is an angry, that they see the facial expression. And then the last column that I talked about is the size, and that's big, small, thin, fat, and that's a huge adjective that they could use to describe dinosaurs. So I really hope that they could sit down and be able to write different adjectives in each of these columns. For this end of this lesson, I will be talking about examples. And so the first example, I would show them a picture of a dinosaur in each group, or they could show it to their partner. And I'm really looking for 3 adjectives that they can describe. So I'm really looking for the size, the color, and the texture or feeling that they think that dinosaur looks like in the picture. And so the first picture would show like an orange dinosaur and a tall dinosaur and a spiky dinosaur, and I would hope that they would be able to write those adjectives for that dinosaur. And then earlier in the beginning of the video, I talked about once they achieve that goal of being able to make adjectives is to write a sentence. So in this example, I used one of the adjectives, and I would first start off small, so they used the adjective orange. So my sentence is, the orange dinosaur was looking at me, and I would really make sure that they underline the adjective to show what is describing the dinosaur. So in this case, orange is describing the dinosaur, which dinosaur is the noun. And then in the next example, I would show them a different picture, and in this picture I would hope that they would be able to write down the size is small, the color is blue, and the texture around is smooth, or whatever they think it is in the picture. And in this sentence, I had them do 2 adjectives. So once they grasp that idea of only using one adjective, I would really hope they could do 2 adjectives in a sentence. And this sentence says, the smooth dinosaur was the color blue. And so there was 2 adjectives. They would underline the adjectives smooth and blue. Therefore, smooth is describing the dinosaur, which again is the noun.